Hello everyone, my name is Oum Saokosal. Today I want to make a video about the Flutter, and in this video I want to tell a little bit more about what is the stateless and what is the stateful widget. A lot of video on YouTube try to explain you in detail about this kind of topic. So my video is more practical rather than very theoretical. So I want to show you the differences between stateless and stateful widget. So first of all, you have to know that everything in Flutter app is a widget. Even this button, this, and even the layout, the color can be a widget. Okay, so most of the thing, not really all. A lot of people say that all, but actually something like this is a string. But this can be a text for another part, and a text can be a Flutter, can be a widget as well. So if you don't understand the idea of widget, let me show you this a picture called Lego. Do you know Lego? Okay. So if you see this picture, this Lego or block, building block, can allow another Lego to plug it on, right? And this Lego, this piece of block, can plug to another one, and it can combine into a bigger piece like this one. So in Flutter, actually anything is a widget. One widget, another widget. Okay, so it can plug to another widget and create a biggest one. A bigger, like this picture. Okay. So actually, this idea is not original from Flutter. Flutter borrowed it from React Native. So if you go to React Native, you will see the same thing. So for the stateless, it means that in this whole class, you cannot change the UI. It's simple like that, actually. It doesn't have any complication behind that. If you try to change by the code, you cannot change. And if you see the stateful widget, it means that the whole class here, start from here to here, you can change the UI, the user interface. It's just like that, okay? But for the stateful, it has two classes. The first one, the stateful class, and the state class. So let me delete them all, and then I want to start from the beginning. So if you really want to delete them all, it's fine. So first you need import and material. So just type MA, you see material here. And then the first one is class my app, but you don't have to type like that because maybe it's very it's very long. Actually, you can have like a snippet. You just type st, and you can have two important snippets here. The first one is stateless and the stateful. Okay, and my app is stateless, so I will put it like this and enter to get out from the red red circle here. If you change to something else like my first app, you will see some error here and here as well. But in here, it just to show you how to test your app, because in the real world application you will need the code to test, not just clicking, but the real code to test the real application. In this case, the tester class, just by default, it needs the my app. So your app now become my first app. So there are two ways to solve this. First one is just change to my app here and save. And then the second one, you just delete them all, or maybe just comment it out like that, and it's fine now. You can just change to your my first app. Okay, now it's no problem anymore. And if you know how to do the testing, you just go back and change the code. For now, leave it on like that. Okay, and then in this one, the first thing you can do is to declare, I changed the keyboard, I think, yes, is the material app. So it can be the root of your application. Okay, and it needs some component, and if you don't know, you just click mouse on here and Control Q. You will see the document here. So for the Mac user, you have to press Control J, not Command J, Control J. Okay, and for Windows user, just Control Q. If you are using VS Code, you just mark over here, hover the material app, you will see that. So the important item here, or maybe parameter here, is home, and home is the widget as well. So as you can see, the picture is widget inside the widget and inside another widget. Okay, so I need home now, and home you can just pass a simple text like that. So Control Q again if you're not sure. And the string is data, so you just put the string, and it's curly brace here, it means option. And if you want to see other tutorial, I suggest you subscribe to this channel, my channel, and I will post a lot of video about Flutter in the future. So maybe you put the bell sign if you want to see the notification. Okay, so the text here is just, let's say, hello, like that. Okay, and let's run it. So Control Shift backslash if you want to so I think I have this. So now I have the problem here. So yes, so what is it? Where is it here? So I'll have to uninstall it because it has some problem in the past. Okay, so let's change this one if I can solve this. Okay, let's see if actually this code okay, so if you try to run it, you cannot, because you can see this error because you don't have the starting point. So it needs the main code here. So you call run app, and then you just pass the class here. Okay. Okay, so let me open it again. I think there is some error, so I have to start from there. Okay, there you go. Now you have a hello here, but it the background is black because you don't have scaffold. So let me write the code very quick. I will not say anything because I want to speed it up. So maybe body here, container, and I think body and the text. And alignment center there, and maybe the font a little bit. Okay, you can see that. So now you want to click on that. So you can use the Inkwell. It's a very good component. And Inkwell have one method on tab. If you want to click on that and just do like that. So now I want to click on here and then change it, to something else like hi. So here you want to test, you can just use print, and let's say now the hello is clicked, see that? Now you can see, now it's clicked and it's something else, so it doesn't matter here. So it's now let's say I want to change it. So if you see the code, how can you change this text? Because in Flutter you don't declare it like in Java. For example, if you came from Java or Android background, usually you do like this. Let me do the code. So it's something like, should be like text and maybe text1, and you put the text here, and then you can set like, okay, now set text, okay, and maybe this one is this, you know, and this is hello, okay, and then txt1 set on click, you know, listener, and maybe this one you can use like lambda, then just like on click, you know, and then here let me just like, okay, it's I print, let's say if you want to print it out, it should be like that, okay. So if you want to change, then let's say here the print, you can just change, okay, now set text to hi. Okay, so usually in Java and Android you will have like object, you know, txt1 is an object. You can set a text, you can set a listener, and then if you click on the listener you will change the text. This is the usual way, but in Flutter you cannot do like that. And Flutter use one paradigm, new paradigm called reactive programming. So whatever you wanna change, you don't change this. And actually there is no way, because you don't have, you know, the object text here. You just call the constructor, and actually this is another constructor and another constructor, another constructor, you know. And if you want to change this, how can you change? Yes, you can. You have to declare this as a variable, okay. So you can declare it outside like that, and you call it string, and let's say this is a text, and first it was hello, and you put it here, text, and if you tab, then you can change it to hi, okay. Yep. Like that, okay. This is the new way to do that, and it's called reactive, and actually it's came from React Native. It's not original from, you know, Flutter. Let's see if you can change it. Okay, let's run it from the beginning, and if you click on that and nothing, and you expect it to be high, and if you still put here, you will see this method is actually invoked, okay. So let's say now the text is high because you restarted, but if you, let's say, restart and then you click, see, nothing, really nothing, okay. And actually, because you need a special method called setState, okay, it means that you need to change the state of the UI to tell the Flutter, hey, I want you to re-render, repaint the UI again, but not the whole UI, just a bit of the UI, okay. So for now you have to use a special method called setState. So the setState is this like this, okay, and you have something like that, and you have to put it inside here, and then you can change it. But as you can see, this one is in under red line. It means that it's not belong into this one, or maybe I misused, or maybe I didn't import anything. But actually it's not, because you are in the stateless widget. it means that the whole thing here is just static. What you see is what you see. You cannot change. If you want to change, you have to move the code into the stateful. Okay, so that's why you can see the template that Flutter provide you. You see a lot of class, So now I can cut this code from container to this container, or maybe from scaffold to scaffold here. And then I will create another class, but I just use the snippet here, and I will call my home page. Okay, so in here just pass it there and delete the comma here, and I need my string. Okay. So my string can declare it here if you want to, but you have to reference by like this dot widget dot text if you want to declare it here. But if you want to make it simple, just declare it here. Okay, doesn't matter for me. I rather use it like this. Okay, now you can just call my home here, and it's just a class. Remember, it is a widget. Okay, stateful widget is still a widget, so widget can be inside another widget. Okay, so now let's see if I can change. So I want to make sure this is happen like a new one. So I will say hello 2 and hi 2, something like that. I want to see it is hello 2. Okay, now you can see the state now is not red, no red line, and click here, see it happened. So if you want to change anything in Flutter, you have to use set state. Okay, very simple, and there is no way to change like in Java or maybe C#. If you know C#, it's the same thing, but in Flutter you cannot do like that. You have to declare a variable outside, and you want to change, you have to call set state. So this special method will find where is the thing that Flutter will repaint. So repaint only this part. So if you have another thing, for example scaffold, you have app bar, and maybe you have app bar and then title, I think, and it's a text, and let's say my app. See that? So it will not change anything, it just change this part. And let me restart it. So Control Shift backslash from the beginning. Okay, you change this and you don't see any problem with the effects here. So to sum up, what is stateless and what is stateful? The stateless allow you to make a static page, no change. You don't have set state. Okay, for the stateful, you can change. It's a dynamic page. You can change anything here. Okay, the bonus part from the stateful and stateless is that if you try to call another method like override method, you can go to code, override, Control O if you want a shortcut. You can see there are a bunch of methods here, and try to remember 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it's very small. If you go down here in the state here, not this one, I mean this one, and then you go to code and override, now you have more. And the more important the important method that you will use in the future is init state. It means that like you declare anything, initialize anything in the init state, and if you want to clear it out, clear out the memory, you just call dispose. So these two methods are very important. Okay, and some other thing actually, but this one is good. And so if you want to use init state, dispose, and set state, then you have to use the stateful. The last thing that I just want to tell you is the how to change. For example, like now I'm using stateless. Let's say I call it my home page again. Okay, let me get the code back a little bit more. If yeah, this one from return, I think, yes. Let's say, yeah. So now I'm using anything here, okay. I think this one as well. And now I'm using this, but you know, I thought that it was stateless, but actually stateful. It's very easy. Actually, you just press Alt Enter, and if you are on you know, VS Code, you just Control dot, you know, or Command dot on Mac. Alt Enter, and you will see the convert to stateful. And click on that. You see, the whole thing will be fixed for you. Okay, so now you are good to go, and it is the same thing as before. Okay, so that's it for the stateless widget and stateful widget in Flutter. I hope you like it. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give a thumb up, and if you still don't understand any part of this lecture or any other, you know, lecture, maybe you can just comment down below and I will try to answer it. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.